Antoine, I don't know, get me my eye. Yeah, blue. Abusa for you remember about 1 hour with Monufius and Wajidi say Ubia home a I've decided to stream at this point in time. Send a bay in a bit magic Ghana, Kanema boom kakra. May sure say a bay we are in Padudona and Yaquine and Sheme. Na and they said that be a minimum of Ghana and 70 and Yadia Emesa. Isan say nipa boni fu di man so a da bia ni nyansa mfoforo a ense da M1 man no e ma yebedi ho komo na and the first on in the news today I betimi ahwe ho komo yewura japa ene honorable atofos na appeals court really say omunya on life mama because aban na odom kugina court no any assembly any case but just wanted to just disgrade them and then send honorable atofos to prison. That is the recent news about. Enti yan kwanen kwaje mun chiri mu kakran free lawyer Eduji Tamakulu eho.
Yes, so what happened is that after the prosecution called their witnesses, lawyers for the accused persons did what we call a submission of no case. The court, the high court, or that's the trial court, dismissed the submission of no case and ruled that a prima facie case had been made against the accused person, warranting them to open their defense. We appealed that decision for us to open our defense. It is that appeal that today the Court of Appeal, by a 2-1 majority, upheld the appeal, thereby acquitting and discharging the Honorable Kesol Atofos and Ricky Japa. By this, the court further ruled that the order by the trial court judge for the accused persons to open their defense is hereby set aside.
So does that mean that all that the High Court has been doing is null and void? Aborted.
All right, inti lawyer Eduji Tamakulu actually you say in 7 course or High Court no appeals court decision no ama eno abawiye, meaning as we speak now honorable case Atofos any year jakpa aban no muni asembia, but I heard say Attorney General say opese or appeal that particular decision. Of course yeah we never could because any go say dey nyakawa na enya account. That is something we need to be moving on as a nation because ye chichire mine kono en sese ye tata timamufo no Attorney General ewo position mienu or ye Minister of Justice and then Attorney General enti only the aban no say oya aban lawyer panyino e was say osan hwe say atentene bekoso ama the citizens of the country ema Ghana for. That is the Minister of Justice and the but it seems to say this present Attorney General he is only interested in prosecuting people, but the justice aspect were yes in chain. That is something we need to be discussing because I don't even understand why somebody who is supposed to be a Minister of Justice, Emma Timamufono, seems to be the person terrorizing Satima Mufono and Kasa. Because what is Annie Buma India, Enyadia, I think say Ebe Boy. Na omuwie no na japa so on sembi edema Ghana for pacho yenkoni nkuti japa.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
The Court of Appeal is saying that you are a free man.
I'm a free man.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you want to say about that? What do you want to say now that the Court of Appeal?
Now, I'm waiting for my lawyer to come out and I'll have the right time to address the press.
You have held your opinion that you have done nothing wrong. The Court of Appeal in a 2-1 majority is saying that yes, indeed, there was no case for you to answer. What do you make of that? You have been consistent with this.
Yes, because I knew I had done nothing wrong. And this was clearly a political witch hunt. And the court has vindicated me.
Okay. What would you be saying to Ghanaians now that the Court of Appeal is saying that you're a free man?
Oh, well, I'll tell Ghanaians.
All right, so credit to GH1, Jakpase on the Naniaje, Utiene audio, no answer the video, no query. Or say Ghana and they your lawyer for any a judge for a person how uphold the rule of law in the country. So that is something you will say on the Naniaja won't hear that a GH1 for us to say or this particular except of the video. that is something a yɛnyina yɛ nam a bompa yɛ sɛ nka Ghana de yɛbɛtumi de atɛntene ne ɛyɛ adwuma no atema mu ni biara ho atumi atɔ no because anyɛ saa we are just disturbing the peace of the citizenry na ɛhwene ya ɛde nsɛm bebree baba. Now moving on into politics, abusuafo, today we're going to discuss something very simple kakra, but ebiana that will be the last option on our table. That might be Niero Kwaku, I think I say Ghana you're running the Ponzi scheme. We're going to discuss that, but I need to say Naibeko sa case, because we're going to move on because we have other serious issues. I say you can't answer. But I want to say when His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I can't say or the policy be bas obey president obey Maya Matima mobile phone what you and 1 city 2 city 1 city 2 city no. Ghana for dodona echere o madwen. Na echere ya adwen no e ma actor Kwakuma anu nso e de na no tom bi. Se niema a ekoso no ne nsema Mahmoud Bawumia kan no no wonte ase because at present that is not what Ghanaians want. Na ochere sa adem wie no some Ghanaians am ye sure so omote abruchire also came to attack Kwakuma anu. Me pacho yenkore nkotie ase Kwakuma anu kan ene attack Ghana for them ai. The we are a better sanse no na yehu se hwan na ne de no e correct
manpanyi abedi akire e ka se oba ayi a obema credit card said abroche omoto no ma no but adwuma ho hia sen credit card because wo nya adwuma wo ntimi nya credit card de make se mu da ho de a obi a wo ye adwuma bia na yetimi de credit card ma no ko wo nya adwuma abroche wo nya adwuma wo de credit card kwan ye hwe bank kura be ma credit card wo se sika kakra da wa account mu wo hwe ne sika na du so afi wo timi ma credit card se wo timi de to dan and now to me the talker. Ya wadi editor aduane mo na mte America meboa. Enti ehwe ba bia wo level si kasem wa na yema wo credit card. But Ghana o mo nya adwuma, e do so so o mo nya adwuma. O mo makosuku awie nya adwuma nya do so sen o mo tifi.
Star statistics no wonya we.
O do se wa wani twa na siam fan se obi a o ye adwuma na age 1000 obey Ghana ha kire mo nipa do se na age 1005. Bosome. O de yenka no kro. Nipa do se na je 3000 Ghana cities wo ha e Ghana and atade akura wato de for 100 cities se wo si day no kura be kom 20 days kura e 2000 Ghana cities now you twa 1005 wo maye mi no abeda no survive e beda ne yenwane mfiri kuro nim etide bia ye dedika o ye free no ma sa ma no mton no wo tru so no kofa from no ma kohwe nkwa no adwane enti mesere ye simple for so mu hu nipa ye wo momobo said the SCI said you nke yenu mo madi dem e ko ba bi si adwane omo ko hen nipa no kura said you wadi dem e ye kuro bi so anke ye tuo onka ko ba wo anko kaka hospital said ne oba wo ka hospital e kuro bi tua wo ba aka wa wo mienu aye pedan ma ono ma kotenam ba Ghana de ye wo ka hospital o kaka aya na mo sina na me yanse ne de politics na yemfa ni ye ne ye ti kuro na nkasa mu nimtimamufo no I'm from an iPhone.
Right. Enti ensema Kwakuma anu kan no and ye mobo na poso. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia se so be president a ordinary I find the credit score be Ghana. Na open mobile phone obetimi akwaje. Ono na ban no ne mobile telcos no anase nipa ye ton phones o Ghana bit say franco phones na se for no. Na akwaje a watu na 1 city 2 city. Eno na Kwakuma anu e chirim say credit score na wokano. So when you adwuma we need good credit score which is 100% correct. Oba brichira you can credit score and yet to say your score be there be odabi. They look at your history with sika waje no expenditure we calculate all these kind of things and the be credit score. It is a okwaje ade bia na say check credit score ne hu so sika waje ne sika wudi no entimi ma wunya sade na yemfa ma. So Kwakuma no was right and correct there. Ose Ghana nipa dodo sen energy 1005 e Ghana 1005 in the Ghana cities nipa dodo sen. Let's not forget say aban na kasa krefa na kufo no to omka 700 Ghana cities. So that point also Kwakuma no was right. So Ghana aban efa nipa adwuma kwa na utua na less than 1500. Me there is one watchman bia no what Chima municipal assembly I spoke with him personally. Ni utua na 50 Ghana cities a month. Okan na menjindi until say ochere me sika ogifiri bank ankasa enti imagine say municipal assembly ya ban adwuma afa security personnel no twa na 50 Ghana cedis a month Enti Kwakuma no was right say because Ghana buy and when nipa do say na Ghana wa almost salary 1,500 a month. Na say we nabkuni ene nabkuni a wo aban no also for na adwuma nipa e for planning for food and jobs, and some of them were taking 400 Ghana cedis every month. Enti Kwakuma no was right. And this is what person be president also the policy be ba. The first thing that you need to check and say o matima mufo no adwuma ye. The third point Kwakuma no was also right. Also aban to focus on adwuma ye. We were all in Ghana and Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia catch the Ghana for say o man Ghana card baako any 1,000 interchanges meaning development on obefa Ghana card no. Ghana card baako pe. Because he thought say Ghana card is more important than development in the country. In the construction of road requirement, or nye kopim say na yede kunya accident and onama or promises say obey rules. In the Kwakuma no was right. And some kind he was right. Say ne Ghana ni yare ko hospital inya durukwa manenom hospital facilities kwa enya adwuma. Unya solve say problem no nwie onam say wo be mama for akwaji mobile phone 1 cedi 2 cedi 1 cedi 2 cedi. Into the question ni padodo na bi say and say phone na eye or the 5,000 Ghana cedis nipa na gidi 2 cedi 2 dia obede to ya. Ena eye wo waban no ena ekwa kra phones na ba na say private people na ekwa kra mo phones aba. We need to be asking all these kind of questions because nipa na omanama also per president dia when me say serious questions onye serious answers for ma. And I believe say Ghana for do na ye how partner say ye misa politicians ni nyansasem. Politician be jino ni mo kan sama wabo nsem pra okoda waga say onim say asem waka no enye dokre ba you were clapping for him or her to have the feeling all go so come more. And na ye Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onama oguso awoka no. Na mema wa kohwe videos bi no a and then Sama Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia guso onama oka. Even he said some yesterday on Navrongo. Me would team edi Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chia asema oka bia na record, then we come to analyze it. Because that is how we do politics. So when who someone open and take know how to expose him. So we need people to be following Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Maybe with team edi Mahmoud Bawumia chia. They record him and send it to me, and then we analyze and then expose him. And Kwakuma no was right. He was 100% right. Na yanko nenko te response bima ebima omagbe all from edema Kwakuma no.
14 Pro Max ekutami. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Phobia member man face kan ekoto ye. Kwakuma no tienie wabon. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Phobia member man face kan ekoto ye. Me call Apple Store. Me do pepe ana Apple Store. Omo check me credit score. Omo check me credit score no.
You see say phobia member or something like that. He's a big fool. Very well say these are the people that omo di torture team am phone. How on earth will you tell somebody say uko to phone one first kan ekoto ye? Now when you say phone, say if you are paying cash, not say $1,000 or €1,000. By the time I will be to earn on credit, we know it to be 1,500. Well, I will say some people are being at the table that you can never progress. Because to start to deceive people, say what to iPhone 14 Pro Max, one first and a toy, meaning say the phone a chair. But you know very well, say you pay for the phone. Then we are going to decode everything that he's going to say in this particular video. And he was bold enough and be telling people lies. Catch the Kwakuma say Kwakuma no mum and abon. My name say we all namunsu neba bruchiro or something like that. I don't even know.
No mu say phobia member. Uye ni pebia, uye no kwafuo. Ano mu check me credit score. Ano mu say phobia member. Uye ni pebia, udi huni. Phobia member, uye ni pebia, udi huni. Enti no iPhone 14 Pro Max o credit score kama. Enti wotimi agi no ma bia wotimi atua wo krom hwa. Enti o credit score ye good enti ye ni iPhone 14 Pro Max we ma wa ubetimi atua. Kwakuma nu wabon unsua de. School hoy. Nyansa we enye school fon ko nanim nyansa wo. Kwakuma nu wan ko school anu nkyere sabi wagimi. Kwakuma nu we wan ko school ni bia sabi enu nkyere se uye jimifo nyansa nso ebi wo fie entu wan ko school a enu nkyere se Kwakuma enu uye jimifo memu ho bomfia why Kwakuma enu memu ho bomfia One ko school ye ofie nyansa ho. Use common sense. Efie nyansa no use bi na jimieni ya doso.
Ka so be my credit card aben. And I Ghana for yanti. Akwaku menu ama no hu jimiemu.
Someone who say when he was addressing this particular issue, uja serious issues in room. Say okoye na the phone the man checking the credit score. Yes, we wa bobra. And I udi uhuni. Di na udi uhuni no. Because uku firiade na utimitu ya. Because who steady income, who sika, say bosumi biya 1,500. They've recognized 1,500 from bosumi biya eba. Say utuya rent 800. Bosumi biya utuya. Ihu say yes I calculation na say utimi save 300. It means say bosumi biya utimi save. Inti say phone de man no. 150 ya ibitimi ate film bosumi biya beti film. Eno ene fe ne credit score. Nye obi onye adwuma. Enye obi a onye adwuma. Inti say what ho. Then the second point is answer na wo kwa wo zu ko firi ade no means we need sika odi tua we hia ni no. Me nyeso say Elon Musk ekoto iPhone na ko firi. And obi a otebro cho ko firi ade no meaning say we need the capacity to pay for that thing instantly. That is why I wojene uchene kakra o capacity to pay you pay cash. Nipa bibiri ho a ho chiro ma they don't even want to tell their friends, family and friends what Ghana say masa me ho chire me. Yes, William Cobb said, how did they even check your credit score with a proper addressing system? These are all things that it's becoming clear that there were people, all right, a teacher, I would say there were some Kumasi people online supporting his misleading words. Yes, because they are dumb, because they don't read. Or minimum the or can it seems the cry or cannot. Because that credit score that's for he doesn't even know. And no names and what children in Koku Fiadeno. Because why do you go and pay something on credit? Say iPhone 14 or iPhone 15 Pro Max now by 1,500 euros. Now you pay it cash. I don't know say free. Because free automatically there will be something on top of it. And a company and all the amount they are crippling you because you don't even know say I don't know at a point no quite far the amount. He doesn't even know. One was a nipa they don't even understand how a bridge system no. And that is the message of Modia Koma Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or also did to a chairman for Ghana. No. Yankuti one very stupid guy also they need to us.
UTV say His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say Obama credit card now they and the credit card who here change one. A credit score and or sinti obey implemented. See the bay no per bossing a crowd will feed any side digital platforms now. Ubetiminia says it can add a year juma.
One misinformed person unimadicro. Credit score no a president and edema. Even let's assume that admitting say what they no say there's something called credit score in every society. There's something there. A president and edema. And when you put in place better system and it gets there by itself, may president and son of Waka say, now there, but because credit score no answer for no, and that's a credit card or whatever. And yet at the ABC what page say there should be some no. And when you build a system, nankasa they didn't do, and you don't need a president to do that. You need better system to do that. And yet president no. And that is something many people are getting confused about this. And until Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nam Ghana, and I may say, Dabi, and your Jumano, and your president Jumanon, a better systems in the community. Now, you can ultimately go MTN and Quajabosian. MTN for Mabosian Ghana, a Mahmoud Bawumia Jumano, a MTN as a corporate organization, a Jumano. That is why as a MTN talk about Ope. Maybe 5,000 Ghana cedis. They have a system to put in place to check. Say, which metri and untimintia. And your president ejumano no, a corporate entity ejumano no, organization ejumano no. This guy also once again.
It's simple. I could tell you TV and a juma here check credit score. A juma here check credit card. Credit card anyway. Minimum credit card. The banks for or issue the customers. I'm more useful. Now I'm telling you
misinformation. Okwaje credit card, they check your credit score. If you're Juma oye, that is why okwasa open ultimate say be am pay €2,000 or $2,000. You check it, see that you qualify for 500. We mu nyina tebruchi o. We mu nyina tebruchi and they are misinforming the people. We mu decision na Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e dey chira or the deceive amount for. Let's even forget about them because you could see say they don't even know what they are talking about. Because sometimes say ujai omo kwase nso a emfa uja omokwa emfa mamemfa onko straight to Navrongo enra I had a team following Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and then some on Sanama Walker.
The Ghana card today has been registered with the International Civil Aviation Organization. Today, if you go to America, China, Saudi Arabia, Japan, UK, Cameroon, and your passport gets missing, you can take your Ghana card and board a plane and come back to Ghana.
Say Ghana card, International Civil Aviation Authority, worldwide, I recognize the Ghana card to that effect, which is total lies. 2 years ago, and I can't the same way. And then you kept changing your mouth. And never could you Navrongo. What was some worker? Tronkwa. Let Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bring one single document to that effect. He doesn't even know. Say I don't know. We've kept saying all these kind of things to Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but why not again say Tronin Nada no Kwan obey? I mean, can we be say Ghana need in a Ghana eba bruchira. And it's difficult because that is where you need a visa. But say ujina bruchiri now say uko kuruma brunyini ko any day until ono he doesn't even need any documentation proof from you. As long as you could prove say you are a Ghanaian and you are going to Ghana. That is why our passport to even from the days of Kwame Nkrumah, we get a TC, IFN, a traveler certificate. You could board a plane and then go back to your home country. Now, who's in America, who's in the UK, who's in the Netherlands, who's in Finland, that's also who Kurumuni visa, Brunini Chewakaha. What be that? Tell me, I say my passport, mini passport. Mako prove Finland. Airline for me again and me Ghana or see the baby my uncle, but I'll keep you here. What be that? Omo one kata kwa brunyini deport omo na wa wuni bi wa ko gina airport say ma twa ticket me komi kurum o se o ma wonko. What be that? So Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you don't need Ghana card before you go to your country. Internationally, passport and a travel document. So only passport and if you can prove with other documents, say oh yes, I sit country in the national, you automatically have to go. So American region in Ghana, not a passport we know so about the same American. Ubet me ko embassy ko jele paper keke, common paper. Yebemana or the buy can passport no. He or she could travel to the Krum because ko the Krum o Ghana ho keep ho free ho. Na ye wo wa ban no ko na corona buyer or stopping the citizens from coming to Ghana. Me na me nti bi da. Corona and COVID-19 time no, and I said the same thing. I think so. Just photos. We have a call there. COVID-19 time no. Other countries at the airlines and air citizens at the back to Omukurum, Finland, or the whole European countries came together. We EU citizen, and as if you know kita permanent residence, they gave you free flight to come back to Ghana. Ghana ni nkwa na okoni kuruma na Ghana banya to airport nto ma omba. Ghana banya ntima for plane concerning crew. Wa wa ticket awoba na Ghana banya to opunum. We were paying $150 before we were able to enter Ghana. What buying no and this are impeccable na siho. So all my citizens in the Kurum. That is why you think that I will be here, but that is not what people think. You don't have to be thinking like that. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we are telling you once again, say Ghana ni eko Ghana, uinhia Ghana card and kwa no deko. Of course, ukita Ghana card nature so you Ghana you could go. But nya Ghana card and kwa, then it is not true say International Civil Aviation Authority be recognize Ghana card say ABBA. It is false. Ema undi sa atrono. Wontumi Disgraced atrono enchere. Nti yansan kwa Navrongo biem na yankonkoti nsema woka.
The Ghana card today has been registered with the International Civil Aviation Organization. Today, if you go to America, China, Saudi Arabia, Japan, UK, Cameroon, and your passport gets missing, you can take your Ghana card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. This is the benefit of digitalization. Next year, by the grace of God, when I am president, the acquisition of passport will be the easiest thing. Because if you have a Ghana card, you will no longer need to apply for a passport on a form.
Another throw misconception papa pay na ma catch it. What could you Navrongo? Millicent said I can be a Navrongo no or no asema okay if I know by Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say from next year or no be president you don't need to apply for passport again if you have Ghana card. He chose words very carefully here. Also, you don't need to apply for Ghana for passport as long as I wore Ghana card. No, what the patch of my mentor to be. Then I come to tell you the lines of Papa Ekawaha.
Once you have a Ghana card, just pay the fee and we will print your passport for you. Because all the information that have a Ghana card, just pay the fee and we will print your passport. You will no longer need to apply for a passport on a form. Once you have a Ghana card, just pay the fee and we will print your passport for you. Because all the information that you need on that passport form is already on your Ghana card with all the biometrics and your picture. So all you will need to do from next year is pay a fee and we will print your passport for you and everybody will have it. But to empower the chiefs, we also have to resource the
Enti tronkwana papa ina ma wodi. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nam no tronkwa. Because one, when you tell somebody say you don't need to apply something, but only pay your fees, okotia fees in through what? Okotia fees in through what? Okay, them say maybe you don't need to fill lengthy forms, and I say come and could take you fingerprint again, but okay, them say you don't need to apply for the passport, only pay your fees. Who could take fees from where? And I say through what? Then when you tell Nipa say, picture you know abra you know very well say even a brochure was started at a point where no we used to picture for 5 years or so or science ano. I don't know why somebody who wants to become president na ma tronko anu di chira manfo. Sa dem we ma dwen ho sa mentia se. O pe president edi. But why dwen say nipa na o pe president edi o mo so no. No kre fere no kre nso de on ka bi nchira mo da. Da bia no you are just deceiving them. E abra wu nim sa asema wo ka no. Enye no kre. Obi ani wi ase obeka che say o pe passport I won't apply. Abroche nyina they have the system in place already which may apply passport and you still need to apply and through the application forms and now be tuya application fee just that you don't need to fill lengthy form because once you put in a social security number all the information I omi here nyina address udin date of birth all this kind of things phone number nyina but you have the opportunity to also update it and that is what application means. Why would somebody tell you say you don't need to apply for something? Now, one surprising thing is that Mahmoud Bawumia nam no mepacho enhwa de bi wa ha. Onam no there is one particular guy Odi Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chi. Mepacho wa ho mo hye BNI entade BNI cells entade. Nipa na all far right now. If any Martin Dele. Bacho mami zoomi ni ye na hu ni ye. That guy Martin Dele, yes. On a T Kubia epie Bono East, Bono Ahafo. The whole of Bono Ahafo together with Ashanti region and FNA DKM. Before 2016, it was a Ponzi scheme by our first Kabajiska. Because my program has me born that particular nyom me and they messing born nyom no. Because of the amount for Sikashiana, your boss I nyom no kuransa. And that guy on another DKM the FN Martin Dele. NPP for the campaign say John Dramani Mama ne Lodina Mama there. Because that time now God is love, DKM, Just Motors, a lot of them, just photos, oh me obit me actually me dinibi. A lot of all these kind of things. And a buy. NPP for the campaign, the whole of half of my NDC Lucy or John Dramani Mama Lucy or Mekaipa or Batachimaya, Honorable Ajemensa, Lucy or Hokon Kransa. A lot of NDC MPs lost their seats and their votes, including His Excellency John Dramani Mama. Bona hafunyana because na abro nyamo de campaign say sa company no John Mama Dramani Mama ne Lodi na Mama enate eno mo de agya man fosika nipa na ne de no on far right no the tall guy no Martin Dele sa cool no ne dia nti nipa ye jo musika nyina den de no police for bechi omo de omo koma bie na investigation asem no court ye hu NPP for bae ye hu baby asem ni si ye surprisingly no Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nam na oye campaign a ye nkwohwe a saa akwa no eka Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho eno onene nam epacho some who the same person no baby Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kita fugui papai ene gina ne nchen tenten no kokoi one giant channel DKM guy no in the question you be say munim say DKM no na enye John Mama de a e ba ne say na mutimi de campaign di ma John Mama de Lucy aba. Why did you deceive the people of Bono Hafo and then Ashanti region? NPP for my imagine say more per power you do everything possible to disgrace people. Nti ene some who baby adena could do. Why do you do that? Some more political power. You keep on doing something and one minor. That is not how we build a nation. Because tropa bronye kujina nkoransa fa kita receipt of God is allowed in DKM the chese mo hwe kojajukum akoye akwaje ni sika mo amaka onse mo nyina musika ase and that led to imano kojajukum to lose yaba. Aje me say Techima South e lose yaba. Why do you have to be doing these kind of things? Honorable Aleshireme e lose in about Techima North. Because NPP for a decide way you campaign a detro a diguaman for so. Oko kentampo no for DC or no or another appointing no after someone winning about no on a branch manager of God is Love ewa kentampo. Yet omu you see a di way the campaign editiano. Ne Mahmoud Bawumia nam that part this part of the country no or ne sa akwa winning nam. But anyway, if I chowa or him no and ne mfenema hu ama efunu no so bi we hu nipa kora na wo hye saade we achi NPP aban nti sika na nkoransa fo musika moje Techima fo sika mojeje amanfo gidie ni nyina no Mahmoud Bawumia ene Martin Dele emu na ene ante kokko se maame abena kokko se hwan mo na je musika ni nyina die nti wa wo ye God is Love wa wo ye Just Motos wa wo ye DKM no mon to abanti NPP fo because omo na je musika ni nyina die omo na je musika ni nyina die. That was the timer sa anyumu ya me ba be boy ya boy sa anyumu
sikanya mopia mama yo ai ango kana ya mo mama yo ya sikanya mopia mama yo afama sikaya yo ango kana ya sikaya mo mama ya sikaya yo.
And you see, that was the timer. Nananya akon ababio e boss anyum we say e won kransa di tia NDC mpanyifo e bo nnua se Joma mama beda da o ma Joma sika nti was can obedi bia na enku before 2016 elections and nemo be we ni aba na 8 years sika na se miwa no papa ina ma ono menenam. But anyway, we for me to so na Mahmoud Bawumia make some promises be say ono be ye president a yebetua Ghana ahemfo Ghana ahemafo anso hwa pacho yenkudi nkuti ni ti nsema wo kan ni
chiefs. Part of the resourcing of the chiefs is paying living allowances to the chiefs. So in my manifesto, we are proposing the payment of living allowances to the chiefs, which will also mean that we are not only going to pay paramount chiefs, but we will be paying divisional chiefs and our queen mothers as well, so that we uplift the whole chieftaincy institution. We can bring down the cost of electricity, and the way I'm going to do it is to move Ghana away from a dependence on.
Pacho sauti ase osi obeye president a obetua Ghana hemfo Ghana hemafo including sub chiefs hemfo nketen nyina Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so obeye president obetua maka. The question is obenye sika na we nti oyo hene na papa we begin we nim say obetua henkwafo nyina ka sempani just photos no bab Millicent a teacher bishop president edi And I'm so no Ghana and him for including sub chiefs kina obetu yomaka. Ghana awurade nyankopon. Ne bone pa na Ghana yaye. Mama nko hakakara. Ghana die bone na yaya ye ko fa Mahmoud Bawumia NPP for say omombeka na ye chichere man no. Because it seems to say the only thing they know is deception, deceiving people. What tell who say Ghana hema for ne ehemfone na nanom hemfon ketenkete no edos ntini mama nko kan kire mo say betu yomaka na monto aba mai. Why do you do that? Abra wo PhD holder wo unim say asema wo kan enye no kore. Wo hwe ba bi wa manage Ghana na do even to the extent say contractors kwa ntimi tu yomaka. Na wo be pa abato wo be ka kire me ameti ha say wo be ye kwan a efiri sunwane abese twamako wa before election. Mahmoud Bawumia aden din bone pa na sunwaye se wo enna ye beto about 3 months to election no wo be yes akwan na wie ose ko gina Navrongo say o stadium no obese aye ansa na yato aba. I don't know say papa we say oni mansema wo kan na yensen ko ti another promise bi onam odem say obeye president a obema ye de Ghana solar men kan say kura or the solar light system in Ghana, it's going to take about 50% of all generational capacity in Ghana. On
oil and gas to generate electricity to a dependence on solar power. Solar power is the way for Ghana to grow. And I'm going to bring in 2,000 megawatts of solar power. And because the north will be the way we are going to do this solar power the most, because we have the sun, we have the land also. And that will bring down the cost of electricity by about 50%. And that is what we are trying to do. We want to create jobs for our youth in different areas, in agriculture, in manufacturing, in tourism.
What is here? Into electricity capacity, no? Or the solar bebama, yes, slashing about 50%. Then we are going to use solar. Mahmoud Bawumia, what was say? Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, let me just say it from that point. Or and answer His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Onama, oni policy you, and oni program. Or the nasota no hunyema jomama eya. And I said, some jomama can, no the nedie akobata home. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia means to be uni policy biya enam Ghana. He forgot to say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eddie Solar no abra oye president no he launched the solar project in the north already. Into Mahmoud Bawumia ko piu ko hu solar panels no. Then he decided say ononso obeka sansem ni bi. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has already forgotten say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Elanche solar panel project no da. Let me just try to take you once again on the screen and then we share something together. President Mahama inaugurates solar power plant. Pacho news here. Navrongo hona where 2013. Pacho look at the dates very very well. Please look at the date very well. But you forget about the ad in one channel because I'm just live and that is why I'm unable to maybe bring it on. And look at the date very well. We are going to talk about dates here. And when His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekojina Navrongo ha or say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama somewhere in 2013 ebelanche solar panel ewa Navrongo no ujina hwankasa so ka say ono oba or the solar panels ebeba amana be power the whole nation na o light bill no ebe slashing by 50%. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ejina Navrongo hona no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama launched solar panel in 2013. That is President Mahama inaugurated solar power plant. This is 2013 project. Then surprisingly, no, your vice president could the same Navrongo Hona also the solar power beba or by your president. Unim say chum da. Unim. Na omeyanko ni enkweti ni the last azan or the man Navrongo for waka oba bibebere na wasensi so biem pa choti ni ye.
Tourism, in the creative arts, in sports. We want to create jobs for our youth. And in the digital area, we want our youth to acquire digital skills. I have a program to train 1 million youth in the digital skills. And they don't have to be youth who have gone to university. Even school dropouts who can read and write, we can train them to be coders and other IT skills that they can acquire. You can sit in Navrongo and work in America, work in Japan, work in Australia, work in the UK because you have a computer. And that is what we are.
Ghana, say I'm ya the problem beba Ghana. John Mama so be or the 1 million coders program abana. Mahmoud Bawumia so say or the nipa 1 million ube train no in coding. Na ube timatana Navrongo ya juma America. Atana Navrongo ya juma Canada. Ene obobo dini baby ya. Meaning say or the coders program ebe create juma. One will say when John Mama said 1 million, he also said 1 million. John Mama the solar panels about also did the same thing about. This person lacks ideas. Only any idea beyond the team. Idea kukure ni ho. Or lack ideas totally. Hey, a teacher today, Dr. Bawumia is coming and out, right? Well, so we was coming call, scamming me here. We say, we was scamming call. It was scamming the whole nation, or scamming Ubia. Just in seminal. What was on Chilo? Or Namababi as a Timbian, he just says it. Near Babana Jumbiana or Kako, near Bakabia. Yes, by medicine into 1 million now. Mama Kaino, but Mudu Bawumia can the same 1 million. No, so I know no be criteria. Or you don't even need to go to school or be training IT. Now you call. Minimum what kind of IT now? Hey, and yeah, easy to do something for. Anyway, that is Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Navrongo, and that is something he have been saying a lot. In some day, okay, kabom left, right, center, or can it be a bit maybe inti yahano yidinachi eagle eye pa baby because now moving forward, the medo kukumase chama Wontumi na dwen se obeyaza bi okuditro and okotena na najanto anim te sene ya Nicholas Omana champo okotena peace FM de ye no chama Wontumi beje ne de na me pacho yenko chama Wontumi ho na yenko hyase
frokra na yeyio ekwan ya na eni ho eho asem na Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia ye ka ho asem atoaso saa de akopie Easton na atoaso de akwakoduru enkran kwa de da bia me ka ho asem se wo hwe kwan na omoye no a agese Canada ene America mom na obetuma hunu aka kwan akese sa because krobia wo the design or the design said the oma kwan said the esi etie
NPP fu ma me bi sabi sorry for my choice bia nya adwuma na asede chama Wontumi ka kire Ghana for say kwan na do ye na kra na so waye na kra no agese America na Canada na bekwa ko hu bi mi kwan ben le pa jawa o hwe me no woti akra kwan ben to say that Nanado Kojina Parliament ko can say wa ye kwan set over 10,000 kilometers e chere say na ofiri Ghana ko China e say na wo be so kasa wa isa kwan da say ne Ghana ye ni kwan bia o ha ye nye edu bi na chama Wontumi ka no e ba cha wo te Ghana kwan be na wo Ghana wa Nanado ya agese America na Canada kwan no be hu sa kwan ni bi ba cha ye ndo so
and yema ye kan ho asem say ye de aba no ye de aba wo ko school bia mu a se say ye gugu kwan wo ho a ye sisi schools dormitories ne ne manyina na wo swai enye wo ko abra Akufo-Addo bae ni ade ye nyina be kai say 2018 2019 Ghana ye GDP speed a nam a ye di tumrika no sabe you say boat to kra no ntimi nche 7.9 GDP our brand ne bi nsida abrochefo nyina no mo hwe the speed ayine de ko Ghana de ko ayayi no me ka say mo ye coming to a friend say year of return yeah no hwe the confident amanfo show wo Ghana has so mo ye no ye wo mu to 2019 2020 no ye wo ho adako ye sorry ye nka bi nhemu na na dwantoa anya Israel FM fo na de baaye na anya Wontumi fo na de baaye anya wo na de baaye na anya menam de baaye ye sorry ye se yare bi aba na yare na aba no ye friend COVID-19 na COVID-19 no so wo hu odofo kura no amanchia ne nsem enti wadamfo o ma me ne ade nyina wo hu o ma wo ye afi asore kura no ye jaako kuma se ha ye wa manfo bebra ye yi a omukọ yie so behunu omunamfofo ene amadofo ne ade ye yi nyina afi de ayi
NPP de azan no omuguso what Chairman Wontumi is trying to mean here and say a COVID-19 and Ghana economy asay but he is failing to tell sikadodo a COVID-19 ema Ghana banyaye they say me ameka say yen omoji ye 150 sa $150 our airport no he is failing to say ba we ento aso na janto a ehwe ne din obe expose no
ye yajai asori yajai ube huru obi anu a obi adane ninja ye de bibia boya no te say ye sabe yanya kraman na so yade no ne fare ba aba no so wan fa bibia nkata wa no a entimi nya ye afedi ye semu obi ampie ye baby issue state of emergency. This is the first time ever since I Ghana buy in no. What I say? Da Isra FM, Wontumi FM, Wontumi TV. Any asempa ni baby ayi. Omo ntua electricity bay. Be a year for do ni Bawumia buy. Me ka acquire fa soma e kan buy you. Afa yin fa na enye sika free. Yenye sika free pot taxes. Direct and indirect taxes. Afa obi anu didi wo fie. Obi asro because obi anu ho peso wu no obi anwu da because omo wu ni nyina omo kwa omo ma enti obi an peso bewu anu ti obi ade no ho ahye a obi aye enti aye airport a amanfo be free abrochire be ba omo be fa port e be gigi taxes amana ba no ya close port no down airport no down aye port a ya de niam be fa ship ne de aba na eno so yagigi kakakra wo ho ya yi so a eno so ya close ne down afi aye taxes ahodo ne niam ya yi a ya se obia no agya tax tua ene ade afi abana hyase a ochiche sika ono aduane de ma asofo ne ade nyina nyakopon hira wo mo ene amanfo ade volunteers ahodo doctors nurses ahodo a omudo mu gi mu a afi omu hyase a omu bebe yi afense omu do omu ba afode a omu de omu japade ne niam ne sika ne ade ma nyina omu de babeche. This is the first time a Ghana e ba so anyina ansana kosi broni bow ansana Kwame Nkrumah penso ema ne bow ada Ghana fo nyina betimi akase ye MPP fo ye NDC fo ye nyone party bia ye Christo fo ye traditionalist na say ye Muslimi na say ye Ghana fo na say even cry ye hoho ne ya no so free ne ya tena ye nya electricity free
ya no so free o ya nya electricity free. We are paying for COVID-19 levy as we speak. We're free. So we are still paying. We're free and free. Free the HSN COVID-19 free. But we are still collecting. How is that free?
It's about policy. It's
how
about
that free when I am paying for that.
Senior, you have be opportunity cost. You have be opportunity cost.
Yes. More power. Nipa desani unima de Chairman Wontumi unima kenkan na wehu atworo. Obeka kire Ghana for say momo my light free my insu free. Abra ne te se na janto eka no yegusu tua ho ka one more be aso ade be free because free na mo Kenyan it was just on paper and am ko the CV IMF ne World Bank for e de kwaji sika more but in principle no Obia ni Ghana onya nsuo free, obia no onya light free. Me the whole of that period I was locked up in Ghana. Obia no ma nsuo free, and my light free. Enti say what Ghana when I was all that ho. That team amufo think say they are fools. Enti wo no ubetimi akere omo ade a enkoso. Na yenkone nkotie ono a wo kasa bruchirefo Bamudu Bawumia police or they ban a for a credit card on the BC dine ever Ghana.
And yet, we are not to call more brochino. Almost the near my baba. Say no confidently because I do take a CBN now babytia, and your taxes now babytia. Oh, and to say, what the near my may buy a yes, sir. A bad near bearing countries to say, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Niger, Monia, dear Inano. Almost the near my bafa. Now, I see me up my tax basis, no. What I say, and yes, sir, and you pack a crab in the now so we company in Kwana Okakutia. A son says, say, no, why are the flexible Nintendo? And you probably brain, you betia, I'm a sick as I'm not so at Yakosro. Where you Bawumia and the as a swap, Bawumia de ba, na Ghana so said the effort to go duty free, no. Ghana so your friend has said, yes, so see a duty free country. Na press and a Cote d'Ivoire so. So, and a Bawumia, I can't want some say. Credit score asema na wo kan wase card a wo kan wase me sabe senior ye school or Prempeh College no ye ja kwan etimi tu kwan kakra ekotra brochire na ye tra brochire ya yini nyina no the difference between a brochire and a Ghana a credit card that is the only difference ni nyina say so we are adwuma awa brochira abrochira so we landing say ya we are adwuma obetima nya £1,500 now we are adwuma £1,500 na obetua dan ka £1,000 and say no obetua electricity obetua bus pass no omu new rate o ma issue no eso so no obetua 200 and to me fan say me no kasa ye no aka be £200 no ansana wo de aya uboka ko di eboka ko ya shopping aduane a ubedi wo ti ase eye necessity wo ti ase enema bi wo ho a wo sa wo ye no wo aya ye sa ubewu e wo so udidi e wo so shatade e wo so num nsuo wo ti ase enti wo yare so a ebi abekọ hospital this anema enti nema kakra ye no enti memfa no say no so no aduane a ubedi no for a month no we spend ebi abe £150 it's £1,500 na okokoje no aka won sem bi abe £50 ye ni pay eni pasuka e ho ye nim de ebesi wo fie because obi a na busua ni bia wa brochire bia no na busua ni no so dwensa wo so di bibiba sanya sa beka so tiri mu oden it's £50 no sa BBC na o send £50 no so di aba ya yipa a chese bosome ni nyina no o de kente akonsuo o ti ase enti sa wo ha sei na wo sa buji £2,000 na sa wo ha wo ti wa busua fie o ti ase wo ti wa busua fie na say yato ana wadi ani ade ya yi a esoro obia ni great ana what ha say na ubo say Ghana is better o ti ase na mum ade a etimi bua brochirefo no kese pa no aya yi ni say wo uni sika do betua wo dan ka wo de credit card betua dan ka wo de credit card no wo de be kwakoto aduane wo de credit card no abekwa koye sei enti no amma credit card ni enti no omutimi de credit card no kura no agbo besia no mu de abafie na se credit card no mu de sifie e wo ha sei enti me bia atwamu no
Chama Wontumi, I think there is something wrong with him. There is something absolutely wrong with him. Na yanko no ni order be wi kwa na me pa ti hoye pa so we abrochiri ni a ti haye
credit card no wo de be kwa koto aduane wo de credit card no abekwa koye sei enti no amma credit card ni enti no o mutimi de credit card no kura no agbo besia no mu de abafie na se credit card no mu di sifie e wo ha sei enti mra bi atwamu no o se mra bi atwamu na kokofo ni si dan o kote sa asafo ene ade a edu ba bi na ye timba fo ayayi enti ayi bia na dia was say and duru ba bi na ya brochure for and the sidan meka
nti brochure for especially about Motel London chama Wontumi say salary amoje no mudia binka na fi the credit card ena modididi ena mditu amodan ka even osi kumase wokwa na du ba bi no you see brochure for sidan amon the credit card eni be sidan say adwuma moye no munika pre but according to chama Wontumi no Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eba ama mama sitting up brochure for my sitting am ayede sena be am betime de ne ma ba port abeyi a muntua duty kese osi Ghana better chain brochure na the difference e what Ghana na brochure man say brochure ma credit card so wa hwe me we breaking the eight so omunim say wajimi engrofo odo ma cha omunim say wajimi because a chama Wontumi enim nyansa saasem we onkada chama Wontumi enim nyansa asem we onkada ka kire Ghana for say sem Ghana hey so what brochure ade a wonim yansa what the credit card in to aduane di because we just salary is scanning in asa inti mo be si dan wa Ghana kwara na mo the credit card in bc. That is the logic according to Chama Wontumi. Now, ono kasama Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia inti troba mama Mahmoud Bawumia no ma wo bruchiri no wasitena me yede because Ghana is better chain bruchiri. Anyway, abusa for me nkwani me kete be nim besi wa na me promise mo ade wa ko bi a ye be boss 1 or 2 bi ewo Ghana onaboko akuko aten adwem no ye run Ghana to say Ponzi scheme no ma me mfa wonko just that portion na fi de menchira wa asem kropotia o kan because sometimes say news in kwa na wan to was ya untimi kan hu asem kropotia nipa na e kan me kan hon kwa na me do ba wi menko a chirkese. Let me just make myself here a little bit smaller send be ya bit me follow me. All right, onaboko akuko aten say we always offer higher interest rate to lenders. Borrow more. Use a part to pay previous debt. I'll take my time to explain it. And the rest to pay for the current year's overspending. Or say, adia aban we ni man say, obro mosia udibia na odibi tuya kap ba kona e chin. That means the giho cover ho nkwa na aban we eye. Or the giho no cover ho, the giho o cover ho. So we have been running our country's economy like a Ponzi scheme. Inti also the way to talk Martin Dele, God is love ni DKM no one. A buy way run Ghana buying to say DKM no God is love pepe. And into the Martin Dele, God is love any DKM for no Edi Mahmoud Bawumia no. The economy is struggling today because lenders are now refusing to lend us money. It is like a Ponzi scheme going into crisis once people stop depositing in their monies with them. Enti onaboko akuko aten say the major problem of Ghana and then say abrofna say omo man sika biem. Enti aban no enye sika mfa anya hwinti akoye te say now we pretty well God is started DKM na do bia obi aso mfa sika man biem no enema adene guye no. That is what onaboko akuko aten is saying say a by way managers of the economy no I mismanage economy no amana bet say Ponzi scheme no I bet say God is love and I say DKM back on quite say men's gold dey quite say ndey quite kakra say open amadi and we take it like that but God is love just mutus in the eba here for the on bejiska no was say sana mo mai Ghana no mo rule Ghana no timi don't be see her 1 hour with monofi we nyamre no me hwe ya. That is where we're going to go.
Is this Ato forcing? Hey, Ato! Hey, Ato! Hey, Ato forcing!
All right, indeed. Honorable Ato forcing is free to go. We know who NPP for. Court to say, Honorable Ato forcing in Japan, they are free to go. Omonko, no one could do my mediane. Omonko enjoy. That is the message we have for you today. 1 hour with Munufi Ebusa for me. Do basi uhanyame adoma watching. I'll come back same time. And then I was a bit late because me who say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne ye maame and I'm Central Region and the way speaking with some prominent people in central region, so I decided to come a bit later. That particular program, you go back to your mama's YouTube or Facebook page and you're going to get a steps of that. Now, also, no when your messenger and this in for Edinam. Now, middle we ye the God is love, any DKM and yum, and a echo every year. Enti, oneme entena, Yamiadama, Ochena. Yebet also, Midin, any William, Monofi, Amankona, Yankopon, and a wantana. Bye bye.
Yes, I'm 50.